My parents saw how well I got along with the girl next door and joked about setting us up as kids, but that one line turned into a curse that tore my family apart for over a decade. I grew up spoiling my childhood sweetheart, swearing I would only marry her. Then in senior year, she fell for a bad boy the night before my guaranteed admission interview. He got a hotel room keycard. I was worried something would happen to him. So I told his parents Emily got grounded at home. Tyler got into a car crash 5 years later. Emily came back from abroad, chasing me like crazy, but after we married, she killed me. Her parents and her lover teamed up to steal everything I had. She drove a needle into my heart, staring at me with pure hatred, saying if it were not for you, Tyler would not be dead. I hate you. After being reborn, I went back to the day Tyler gave Emily that key card, and I chose to help her dig her own grave.
Jake, do you think I should go meet him?
Emily said high school is not complete without skipping class. Youth is meant to be lived wild. I stared at the beautiful girl in front of me, especially that key card in her hand, and it hit me. I was reborn. Emily saw me zoning out and got impatient. Why are you not saying anything? We have been childhood friends. Since we were 9, our parents thought we were meant for each other, so they half-jokingly arranged us together. Emily never said no, so I naively believed she was destined to be my wife. So I treated her like a queen until the second semester of junior year. Tyler showed up on his tricked-out bike and shattered our peaceful life. On our wedding day, her bridesmaids told me never to let her down. Emily did not say a word. Now I know she never loved me, not once. All her love went to Tyler. Emily saw me go quiet and quickly made excuses for him. Jake, why are you not talking? Sure, Tyler has a lot of rumors around him, but those girls are just obsessed with him. The school is being so unfair to him. He just wants to live his youth to the fullest and not be held back by what people think. That is what makes life exciting. Emily grabbed my arm and shook it gently, acting all cute, saying please help me out. 18 years of friendship, and Emily knew exactly how I felt. Yet she asked me to help her book a hotel room with that lowlife. She had the nerve to ask something so shameful. Just because she knew I was easy to manipulate, I was a simp in my past life. In the end, she set me up to get hit by a car and left me disabled while she was in bed with her lover. This time around, I will not just stand by and watch. I will help her destroy herself. Emily thought I would be too jealous to agree, so she just came right out with it. Jake, can you not love me enough to accept the people I care about, or are you just petty and cannot stand seeing others happy? I kept a straight face, holding back the fire of revenge inside me, and nodded sure. If your parents do not ask, I will not say a word. Emily's eyes lit up with excitement. She waved that key card around and it felt so ironic. Oh my God, thank you so much. I knew you were the best. Emily wrapped her arms tightly around mine. The closeness made me pull away fast. My whole body crawled when I got home. My dad was reading a feng shui book at the tea table, and my mom was cooking in the kitchen. It was so warm then. I remembered how Emily and her lover burned my parents alive, and I lost them forever. Tears rolled down my face. My mom noticed I was home and rushed over, touching my forehead. Worried, Jake, why are you crying? Are you feeling sick? Senior year is stressful? Do not wear yourself out. My dad put down his book, frowning, and said in a low voice, Emily gave you a hard time again, did she? It is all my fault for making that joke back then. Her family took it seriously. If you and Emily are not a good match, I will talk to them and clear things up. He started to get up, but I grabbed him and burst into tears. My dad gently patted my shoulder and said, do not cry. Mom and Dad will always have your back. It is nothing. I just missed home. It has been a while. My mom laughed and scolded me. You were such a big kid, still so attached to home. You were just here last week. Now go wash your hands. Dinner is almost ready. That night, while I was studying late, my dad knocked on my door in a rush. Something happened to Emily's family. Our two families were close, so we all rushed to the hospital that night. When I saw Emily's pale face on that hospital bed, I barely recognized her. It was just a hotel room. Did it have to come to this? Then the police showed up and I found out what really happened. Emily snuck out to meet him and got cornered by loan sharks in the middle of the night. Tyler took out a loan to mod his bike just to show off. He looked so cool at school, but when it came to those ruthless loan sharks, he ran and left Emily alone in that room. To force Tyler to pay, they took turns assaulting Emily and filmed everything. By the time Emily got to the hospital, she was half conscious. She almost died. Emily's mom saw me and lunged forward, trying to hit me. Why did you not protect her? Emily's dad held his wife back and said bitterly, it is not Jake's fault. We did not raise our daughter well. I am sorry about all this. My dad was furious at how Emily's mom reacted. We made that joke about arranging our kids together years ago, but now Emily has a boyfriend. I think we should just drop it. Emily's dad wanted to say something, but all that came out was a bitter laugh. He nodded. His own daughter did something so shameful he had no right to refuse. Jake, Emily always listened to you the most. Maybe you can go say a few words to comfort her out of respect for both our families. I had no choice but to agree. I walked into the room. Emily saw me and got all worked up. Jake, you have to go save Tyler before it is too late. Save Tyler, that selfish piece of trash who left her to be tortured by loan sharks. He does not deserve to be called a person. And the funny part is, after everything Emily went through, the first thing on her mind was not her own future, but Tyler's safety. Yes, a woman in love really does lose her brain. But is that not exactly what I wanted to see? Emily cried and said my parents told me, Tyler is not a good person. That is a misunderstanding. He loves me so much, and honestly, it is normal that he ran. It is a fight or flight response. He did not want to leave. But he is still just a kid. He did not expect those people to be so cruel, right? Real love should not have doubt. Once you choose someone, you stick with them. Maybe Tyler had no choice no matter what happened. As long as he loves you, that is enough. I turned and walked out. When I got home, my dad pulled me into his study. Are you still hung up on Emily? I shook my head, calm and steady. Dad, I let go a long time ago. What matters now is my admission interview the day after tomorrow. My dad breathed a sigh of relief. Emily used to be such a good kid. How did she end up like this? Not just dating early, but going to a hotel with some thug. Thank God we found out in time. People change. I went back to my room and finished a full college entrance math exam. Perfect score, by the way. What happened with Emily did not affect me at all. One more day until the admission interview with my grades. If none of that mess from my past life happened, I could walk into the top schools without even trying. My homeroom teacher checked in on me regularly to make sure I was in good shape. Like always, I walked up to the office door and heard familiar crying. The arts class teacher was tearing into Tyler and Emily, disappointed in them, saying one bad apple spoils the whole bunch. Look at your grades and you still have the nerve to date. Why cannot you be more like Jake? He gets first place on every practice exam. He already has a guaranteed spot and still studies this hard. If you two work half as hard as him, you would not be in this mess. Tyler was chewing gum, looking totally unbothered. Emily had her head down. Clutching Tyler's sleeve, the arts teacher wanted to keep going. But Tyler let out a cold laugh, lifted Emily's chin, and kissed her right there. At first she was shocked, but Tyler's boldness seemed to wake up the rebel in her. She started kissing back hard. The teacher stood there completely stunned, then screamed at them to get out of the office. Hopeless, both of you. Get out. Get out of my sight. I pushed the office door open and ran into the two of them, leaving Tyler deliberately blocked my path. With a smug look on his face, nerd. The girl you like is in my arms. Does that make you feel like a loser? Emily kept a straight face like she did not even know me. I laughed inside. You two deserve each other. Stay locked together forever. Tyler shoved me aside and walked off with his arm around Emily's waist, acting all tough. When I walked into the office, every teacher smiled at me. When I left and was walking back to class, Tyler popped out of nowhere and blocked me again. Do not get too cocky, nerd. I will take you out sooner or later. What good are book smarts? You will end up working for someone else anyway. You are only special here at school. Out in the real world, you were trash. Tyler kept poking at me, watching my reaction, like he was waiting for something. He wanted to provoke me into throwing a punch so he could beat me up. That is exactly what happened last time. He beat me down in front of everyone, and Emily just stood there looking at him with stars in her eyes, watching Tyler, not even trying to stop him. Tyler waved his fist and threatened. Everyone says you have a crush on Emily. A nerd like you better not even think about her, or I will end you. Relax. I have zero interest in her. I turned to leave. Tyler laughed and shoved Emily right into me. Do not go. You have never touched her right. Let me give you a taste. Emily could not fight back. She just glared at me. Luckily, a teacher showed up just in time, so Tyler did not take it further that night. I was at home prepping for my interview the next day, when Emily called me because of what happened today. I want to take you out to dinner to apologize. I hope you can forgive me for the sake of all our years together. Emily can degrade herself all she wants. She almost got herself killed, and the next day, she is still throwing herself at him. How did I ever like someone this stupid in my past life? That evening back in the neighborhood, I ran into Emily's dad. He was sighing heavily, hoping I could talk some sense into Emily, and since she seemed genuinely sorry, I agreed to meet her when I got to the restaurant. I was about to walk in when I remembered, in my past life I got hit with a brick in that alley and spent 2 weeks in the hospital. There were no cameras in the alley, so the attacker was never caught. I lost my guaranteed admission because of it. Then Tyler got in that car accident, and Emily blamed everything on me, saying if it were not for me, Tyler would not be dead. I had a mental breakdown and never made it into the top schools, ended up at some average university instead. If I can be reborn, then maybe I can change that tragic fate too. I stood at the mouth of the alley and did not go in. Instead, I pulled out a stack of cash. I know Tyler paid you $1,000 to mess me up, but here's $3,000. I already called the cops before coming here if you lay a hand on me. You are looking at 10+ years behind bars. After a brief silence, a pockmarked guy stepped out, staring at the cash in my hand. I could tell he was tempted to just rob me, but once he confirmed I was not lying, he nodded. Deal. He took the money and walked back into the alley. I let out a huge breath of relief. This time I dodged the ambush and kept my interview spot for tomorrow. Plus I got to screw Tyler over $3,000 well spent. Better than feeding a dog right when I thought it was all over. I felt a sharp pain in the back of my head. I slowly turned around. My vision was blurring. All I saw was a tall figure, holding a bloody brick, standing right behind me. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I could guard against the thugs in the alley, but I could not guard against how vicious this woman is. Before I passed out, she raised the brick and smashed it down on my hand, trying to cripple me for good. Just when I lost all hope, someone shouted from nearby. She dropped the brick and ran. When I opened my eyes again, I was in a hospital bed. My mom saw me wake up and practically jumped.
Honey, you are awake.
My dad had tears in his eyes. Thank God you are awake. Thank God. What time is it? My mom looked sad and said, you have been out for 3 days. There were no cameras where it happened, so they cannot find who did it. I let out a long sigh, so I missed the interview after all. My dad patted my shoulder and said, it is fine, let it go. It is not the end of the world. You still have the entrance exam. Even if you do not get in this time, there is always next year. I nodded. Mom, Dad, even without the guaranteed spot, my grades are good enough to get into the top schools on my own. Actually, the person who hit me last night, I have a pretty good idea who it is, but I have no proof. Even if I told the police, there is nothing they can do. My dad suddenly slapped his thigh. I almost forgot the classmate who brought you to the hospital is still outside the door opened, and a shy girl appeared. I gasped. It is you. I remember in my past life, Grace and I both got called in for the admission interview. In my last life, Emily and her lover burned my parents alive, and after I was left disabled, Grace was the one who protected me the whole time, but Emily was my legal guardian, so taking me away required her consent. Grace fought for custody of me, and gave up her entire company, but Emily tricked her, and still drove that needle into my heart in my past life. Grace gave everything for me. This time I will make it up to her. I looked at Grace.